a star in the sky, could steal your light. You are the diamond in the dark. No oceans out there can wash you away.
The warmth of true friendship radiates through this episode. With love, Meghan. Where Meghan Sussex welcomes her longtime friends Abby and Kelly into her Montecito home for a beautifully curated ladies' lunch. Ladies who lunch. I have a story about ladies who lunch, but maybe I will tell it later. This episode is not just about food or floral. It's a portrait of enduring friendship, a reflection of Meghan's thoughtfulness, and a masterclass in making ordinary moments feel extraordinary. From the moment the episode begins, viewers are immersed in Meghan's world. Her favorite antique shop, the local farmer's market, the flower mart, each stop revealing the small joys that she cherishes and her deep appreciation for details. It is clear that this lunch isn't just about entertaining guests. It is an expression of love, a way to nurture connection, and a testament to the bonds she shares with her friends.
I'm higher than ever before. The good in you makes a better me, and you're easily the best part I see. You're a fighter. You're a fighter. Now I see.
Meghan's approach to hospitality is a blend of elegance, effortlessness, and heartfelt intention. She considers every detail from the menu, in this case, a light, healthy, salt-baked fish. Fascinating how that was done. To the floral arrangements that will adorn the table. She carefully selects peonies, because we know that's her favorites, and sweet peas, drawing inspiration from color and composition, much like curating an outfit or setting a scene in a film. It is an intuitive, creative process, one that she enjoys just as much as her guests will. I'm starting to think Megan Sussex and I are kind of twins or something, because that's what I feel. I feel exactly the same way. This thoughtfulness extends to small and delightful touches, floral ice cubes to elevate drinks, which I didn't know it needed to be a certain type of water. Huh? See, learning little tips and tricks here and there. Handcrafted orange juice molds. That was so fascinating, eh? I kind of kind of liked it, for a more beautiful mimosa and a perfectly arranged vegetable platter that makes healthy eating feel inviting. I mean, with all those colors, please. Even in something as simple as preparing a salad dressing, Megan moves with intention, blending fresh lemon, herb, um, olive oil, and a sense of mindfulness that turns cooking into a meditative experience. She does not rush, she enjoys. She takes pride in every small, beautiful moment. The arrival of Abby and Kelly infuses the episode with warmth and nostalgia. Their conversations weaving through time, how they met, and path that led them to this moment, and the ways they have shown up for each other over the years. Meghan and Abby's friendship traces back to Toronto, where they bonded over shared experiences while working on suits. Their chemistry, originally meant for a scripted role, became something real, something lasting. Kelly, on the other hand, entered Megan's life through mutual friends, their connection growing naturally into a supportive and cherished relationship. The trio reflects on weddings, career milestones, and life changes. Their laughter and effortless camaraderie, a reminder of how essential true friendship is. Kelly is the founder of Alliance of Moms. She lost her son Georgie, 9 years old, to sudden illness. Kelly shares in a moving first hand essay how she's navigating the crushing grief and doing her best to live a life that would make Georgie proud. I wake up each day not just for Lily and Julian, but for you too, my community. The mornings are the hardest for me. Waking to the reality that my son is gone. It is hard to articulate this kind of pain, where you can somehow function, but you are not entirely sure how every movement of your body is doing its job. The moment I wake, I relive every last moment together. It is traumatic, painful, and so very vivid. I can hear Churchy saying to me that the one thing he wanted to do when we left the hospital was to kiss me. Then reality starts to make its way into focus, and I force my body to stand and to begin again. The moment my son died, part of me did too. The previous version of myself was no longer, and the new me introduced herself. You can read the rest of that essay in People's Magazine. I will leave a link to um, the essay in the description, and I will leave it also in the comment section. It is a heartbreaking thing to read. The lunch preparation becomes an experience in itself. Meghan, ever the gracious host, guides her friends through the process of salt bacon branzino. I have never seen this, so it was quite a sight, quite interesting. Explaining techniques with ease and humor, there is no competition, no stress, just the simple joy of creating something together. I love when I love, I love when Abby brought the salt and she brought the little thing of salt. It was the funniest thing ever. At least I thought it was funny. Um, the 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 scene where they crack open the salt crust, revealing the delicate fish inside, is a perfect metaphor for their friendship. Layers of experiences, trails, and joys that, when unraveled or unveiled, reveal something tender, valuable, and deeply fulfilling. As they sit down to eat, the conversation turns reflective. There is gratitude for the journeys they've taken, the lessons learned, and the unwavering support they offer one another. The best ships are friendships, Megan says at one point, encapsulating the entire essence of the episode. I must say, Megan has these like phrases that she drops ever so often, and I'm like, Megan, like that's so silly, but it's kind of funny at the same time. Oh, baby Jesus. The best ships are friendships. Now that I've regained some control over my laughing fit, um, beyond the food, beyond the decor, the heart of this episode is in the small, seemingly ordinary moments. The way they laugh over lipstick smudges, the inside jokes about their love or love not for hot sauce, the way Megan shares a personal anecdote about her daughter, Lilibeth, Princess Lilibeth, making strawberry preserve. These little details breathe life into the story, making it feel intimate and real. Even as the lunch comes to an end, there is one last simple pleasure to enjoy: homemade dessert. Megan's creativity shines as she assembles a parfait with strawberry preserves, perhaps made by Princess Lilibeth, adding fresh berries and biscotti for texture. It's not extravagant, but it's meaningful. It's special because of the love and care behind it. With Love, Megan is more than a look into Megan's Sussex personal life. It's a testament to the power of friendship, the joy of mindful living, and the beauty of elevating the everyday. Megan's approach to hosting is not about perfection, but about intention, about making people feel cherished, loved, welcome at home. This episode is an invitation, not just into Megan's world, but into a philosophy. Love is in the details. Joy is in the shared moments. Friendship is in the, eff- the effort we make to show up for each other. A graceful, intimate, and heartwarming installment, this episode 5, is a reminder that the strongest bonds are often built over good food, genuine laughter, and the simple act of being present with the people who matter the most. Welcome back. So, how did you enjoy this episode? What was your takeaway from it? Did you learn anything new? Um, for me, I would say that it reconfirmed the importance of friendships and allowing also for those friends, those close friends, those that you trust above anything else, that when there are moments of need, that you should just voice it and say it, and allow them to be there for you. It's so important to have people in one's life in which you can speak freely, you can be vulnerable with, and allow them to give you their honest opinion also, right? And there's so much said in the way things are delivered. I have very, very close friends. Some of them I've known since high school. And I care enormously for them, and I know how much they care for me. But I will say this: there have been times where a message needed to deliver to me, and the way it might have been delivered. Actually, I'm thinking of one particular thing, so I'm not going to say the way it might. The way it was delivered to me, instead of um, me opening up to receive that message, I just closed off and I started to build walls because it came across more as a confrontation and more as a "you better do this," um, rather than "we have noticed that this is happening and we're a little bit concerned. Is there anything we can do to help you, because this is not really you. At least we don't think this is the person we know." So I remember very clearly I just kind of shut down. And the person who was delivering the message to me, after I kind of cut off, I kind of just went and I isolated myself. Another friend contacted me and said, "Hey, what's going on?" And we chatted. And that other friend, I will say, delivered the same message, but so differently. And I was able to walk out of that place that I was in, um, that not so great place. So having great friends and being able to accept, but also be mindful of how you're delivering the message, right? Having said that, have you folks noticed that there's been quite a lot, and I mean a lot, as a content creator, and I've noticed like exponentially more people all of a sudden jumping on the bandwagon of commentary on the show and on Meghan, and very few are positive. Actually, I don't think I saw anyone that was positive. The majority is all negative, 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 right? Quite a lot of them. A lot of these new faces and voices, and I'm like, what is going on? But I think because the series has been watched, I mean, around the world, top five, top 10 in more than 50 countries. I guess it's expected, and when people make a decision, I guess, to come into this um, creator mode, they're looking at what's going to make me money. How can I get monetized faster, bigger, and all that kind of thing. And I noticed one of them went from really quickly to 160,000 views. And I'm like, wow, like you just went to 160,000 views with just one. Wow. So the algorithm does what it does, and people, it gets their endorphins and all of that going. Things that are negative, it gets some people a more positive sort of like it wakes them up, I guess. There is a psychological and technical term for it. I just don't have it to the tip of my tongue presently. So, having said all of that, I want to bring to you something extraordinarily, beautifully positive. Okay, with a big thank you to Adeline Robinson. Adeline, thank you very much for bringing this to my attention. Adeline wrote, "Hey, Antonio, go read the love letter written about With Love, Meghan by Andrea Harris Walker. It is an amazing article written with so much love and passion about our girl." And Adeline, I could not agree more with you. Beautifully written, beautifully written. And it's from Bacon Magazine. As Adeline said, the author is also the editor in chief of the magazine, Andrea Harris Walker. And I mean, after I read it, I wrote some thoughts down, and it was just such a breath of fresh air. Really, really, really is. What I would like to do before I tell you what my response or commentary. I'll do that first, and then I'll have you folks listen to what Andrea wrote. And what I want to encourage everyone, and I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link also to the magazine in the comment section. I hope I'm able to put it in the comment section. I should be, hopefully. And I would like to encourage you to go over there on the magazine and leave a comment. The last time I checked, there were 2 comments there. Please, 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 even if 20 of you do it, 50, 75, 100, please do it. We want to encourage things like this. We really want to encourage stuff like we want to build magazines up like this. Give them the support that they need. Give them the clicks that they need. You know, Bacon Magazine, in the about section, it says, in business, bringing home the bacon isn't just about earning. It's about striving, breaking barriers, and building legacies. Bacon Magazine was founded in 2022 in Los Angeles to honor the spirit, celebrating and empowering Black women entrepreneurs. Did I hear a hallelujah? I think I did. As a nonprofit, Bacon Magazine has given away $233,000 worth of advertising to Black women business owners as part of an initiative to spotlight their accomplishments and provide them with the media coverage they deserve. Our publication is more than a magazine. It's a movement, a community, and a celebration of success. So please go over there, bookmark it, and make sure you visit the site. It's so good, so good. And Andrea, thank you. In an era where media coverage of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is often filtered through predetermined narratives and impossible standards, Andrea Harris Walker review of With Love, Meghan stands as a beacon of integrity and thoughtful journalism. Her piece in Bacon Magazine is not only well written, but refreshingly free from the sensationalism and overt bias that have plagued much of the mainstream coverage surrounding Meghan Sussex. Instead of twisting her actions into controversy, Harris Walker allows the series and the woman at its center to simply be. What makes this review remarkable is its unwavering commitment to the truth. It neither sensationalizes nor distorts, offering readers an honest look at a show that is, at its core, an exploration of intentionality, care, and grace. Harris Walker paints a picture of Meghan that is neither an exaggeration nor a defense, just an acknowledgement of a woman living life on her own terms. In doing so, she challenges the media's relentless pursuit of negativity, providing that there is space for balanced and thoughtful commentary. The review beautifully captures the essence of With Love, Meghan, illustrating how the series reflects Meghan's approach to life, one of mindfulness, elegance, and thoughtfulness. Whether it's a simple act of preparing a meal or an intimate conversation with a friend, Megan's attention to details is given the space to be appreciated rather than dissented. Harris Walker also highlights something crucial that many critics willfully ignore. Megan's existence in a space of refinement and autonomy is for some unsettling. But instead of indulging in the noise, Harris Walker remains focused on the substance of the series, resisting the media's typical urge to manufacture scandal where none exists. This review is not just about With Love, Meghan. It is a quiet but powerful rebuttal to the click driven industry that strives on tearing women, especially Black women, down. It is a reminder that journalism, at its best, should inform rather than inflame, enlighten rather than manipulate. Harris Walker's work demonstrates that a fair, nuanced, and intelligent analysis is not only possible, but necessary. For that, she deserves the highest praise. Honest journalism like hers is rare and invaluable. And it is through writers like Andrea Harris Walker that we are reminded of what media can and should be: a place where truth is told without agenda, where integrity is valued over virality, and where fairness is not a privilege but a standard. May this kind of writing continue to rise above the noise. It is long overdue. Here's the article.
Netflix's With Love, Meghan is a breath of fresh air. In a world that often tries to define Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, through relentless scrutiny and controversy, this series does something radical. It simply allows her to be. And in doing so, it offers a stunning, intentional, and deeply personal portrait of a woman who has gracefully stepped into her own. From the first frame, the series welcomes viewers into Meghan's world, a space infused with warmth, thoughtful details, and a kind of effortless sophistication that only someone with an eye for beauty and meaning could create. Whether she's preparing a meal, setting a table, or curating a moment of relaxation for a beloved friend, With Love, Meghan is a testament to the power of intentional living. The art of thoughtful living with love, Meghan, is rich with moments that showcase her intentionality. The series doesn't rely on grand spectacles or unnecessary theatrics. Instead, it highlights the beauty in the details. Meghan's ability to make even the simplest acts feel special. When she prepares a lemon cake, she doesn't just follow a recipe. She gathers lemons from her own garden, adds homemade preserves, and garnishes the dish with fresh raspberries. It's an act of love, a reflection of her thoughtfulness, and a symbol of how she approaches life, with care, with creativity, and with heart. The show opens up with Meghan crafting a custom bath salt blend for her dear friend Daniel Martin, who her children affectionately call Uncle Danny. She infuses Epsom salt and Himalayan salt, creating a soothing and restorative mixture. It's not just a gift, it's a gesture of care, a reminder that luxury isn't about extravagance. It's about making the people you love feel seen, nurtured, and cherished. A duchess by any other name. At this point in her life, Meghan is defining her own identity, and that includes how she chooses to be addressed. While cooking and reminiscing about all the fast food she used to eat, she shares a light-hearted moment with her friend, Mindy Kaling. Mindy refers to her by her maiden name, prompting Meghan to gently remind her of her official family name, Sussex. She expresses how she honors it because it is the name she shares with her husband, Prince Harry, and their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Somehow, that simple acknowledgement sent social media into a frenzy, with speculation running wild. But in that moment, there was no drama, just two friends sharing a conversation. Mindy was overjoyed with Meghan's outlook and sentiment, and the two moved right along, like two peas in a pod. This is a woman who understands the weight of her name, not just as a title, but as a reflection of the unity she has created with her family. The moment is neither pompous nor self-important. It's simply a matter of fact. Meghan is no longer the person the world thought they knew. She is exactly who she was meant to be. Culinary conversations with Chef Roy Choi. In the third episode of With Love, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, invites renowned chef Roy Choi into her kitchen to prepare Korean fried chicken. Chef Choi, a pivotal figure in Los Angeles' culinary scene, is celebrated for pioneering the gourmet food truck movement with his Kogi barbecue trucks, which blend Korean and Mexican flavors. As they cook, Meghan and Chef Choi delve into the complex history of monosodium glutamate, MSG, a flavor enhancer often associated with Asian cuisine. Meghan recalls a time when diners would request meals without MSG, reflecting a widespread misconception about its effects. Chef Choi explains that this aversion was rooted in racism against Asian communities, particularly targeting Chinese restaurants. He notes that contemporary food culture has become more informed, with fewer people harboring unfounded fears about MSG. This candid conversation underscores Meghan's commitment to addressing racial biases and promoting cultural understanding. By highlighting the unjust stigmatization of MSG, they shed light on broader issues of discrimination faced by Asian communities. Through the universal language of food, Meghan and Chef Choi encourage viewers to reflect on and challenge these prejudices, fostering a more inclusive and informed society. Effortless elegance and relatable style. Meghan has long been known for her impeccable style, and in With Love, Meghan, she once again strikes the perfect balance between high fashion and accessibility. She pairs Zara pants with a Loro Piana knit top and a Jenny Kane sweater, effortlessly blending luxury with relatability. This is a woman who understands style beyond labels. She knows that true elegance isn't just about wearing expensive clothes, it's about the way you carry yourself, the confidence you exude, and the authenticity with which you present yourself to the world. Meghan embodies all of this effortlessly, proving that sophistication and approachability can coexist. Why Meghan frustrates the masses, and why it doesn't matter. Critics will always find something to pick apart when it comes to Meghan. They claim she's too polished, too curated, too perfect. But what they fail to acknowledge is that she is simply herself. If she were chaotic and unfiltered, she'd be ridiculed for being unserious. If she bared her soul too much, she'd be accused of oversharing. The real issue isn't Meghan. It's people's discomfort with a Black woman existing in a space of refinement, luxury, and power without needing their validation. She has a prince, a family, a beautiful home, and the freedom to create a life that is entirely her own. She can entertain friends with intimate dinners, set a table with beeswax candles and linen napkins, and pour love into every detail because she has built a world where she can. And for some, that is unsettling. But Meghan doesn't need permission to live well. She has already chosen joy over public approval, peace over chaos, and softness over struggle. A show worth watching. A woman worth celebrating. At its core, With Love, Meghan is a masterclass in intentional living. It's a reminder that Black women deserve ease, luxury, and the right to simply exist without justification. For those watching with open hearts, the series is a love letter to grace, thoughtfulness, and self-assurance.
Now, was that not so beautifully written? Not only was it beautifully written, it was written without bias, just a honest critique, honest observation, without these implications about, well, she didn't offer anything new. Eh, Is she trying to copy Martha Stewart? Is she? Oh, I think the Comtesse Marquise of blah 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 baked apple pie once. All these ludicrous, idiotic things that people have written, and I mean, I can almost forgive the the person who is doing it because they love the clickbait and it's the way they're making their income. I mean, I don't like it, but we live in a society where capitalism and making money is what's priority for some people. They don't care who they hurt, who they harm, or the things that they say, because we don't have a system that makes them responsible for the words that they spew all over the internet. This platform has guidelines and countless amount of accounts that are disgusting and nasty. They they just let them say what they want to say and do what they want to do because they have hundreds of thousands of members. And for smaller accounts like this one and others, you say one thing, one word in the wrong place, or even as I said to you folks before, even the music that I've paid for, they've taken my stuff down and said, well, you're no longer this, you're no longer that. You need to show us proof that you've paid for this music. all the time. So I would love for us, please, please, please. I'm I'm begging you. And I don't usually do things like this, but I also don't read such wonderful, straightforward critique like what Andrea wrote. And I saw also on the magazine's page they do accept donations. I mean, I know times are hard. Trust me, I know times are hard. But if you're able to donate, one-time donation, or if you want to make it monthly or yearly or whatever, go ahead. I'm going to do a one-time donation for now and write a comment. Please, I encourage you to do the same if you can, and let's show the power that we have, and that we're able to elevate for us, just for us, what needs to be elevated, right? I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so here's something that a thought that I had in my head because I've seen a bunch of people speculate about this or that, and I had a few comments in the comment section. You folks didn't see it because it's taken care of. One of them saying that I should stop lying to you folks, that there's no such thing as a second season, that I am just fantasizing, right? Another one, actually, I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to say what the rest said. It's not important. I read these comments that these people leave, and I am in awe of them. In awe because you have to be some kind of special that evidence is given to you, and you choose to ignore the evidence. You choose to ignore the truth. That you are quite okay sitting in your own manure with the other people who believe what you believe sit in their manure also, and you all feed each other manure. It's a sad state when people like that exist in the world and refuse to allow truth, evidence, to even have the opportunity to access their brain, their minds. Sad state. But I wanted to, and this is pure speculation on my behalf, but I was talking to someone in marketing, and I said, well, they second season is already filmed. I said, how, unless they did it really, really quick, right? Like they took a week off or a week and just went back to back to back to back to back. And the person said, well, if you really think about it, look at the amount of media and press, even though a lot of it was quite hateful, but look at the amount of press that just the announcement of the show alone um, garnered. Then on top of that, look at the amount of speculation around the show, whether it was going to be this or that. The other thing that they said was, I don't know if you folks remember this, but the head of Netflix has said, one way or another, Meghan and Harry, especially Meghan, there is this sort of like unexplained commotion with anything that she does. And if we take two steps back and just look at it from a monetary money point of view, what Netflix likes or wants is the hours that you're going to watch it, are you going to stay on the platform longer? And Netflix already knows that actually it doesn't care whether you're hate watching or you're watching because you love the show or you love her, right? It's similar to some of these content creators recently that I've seen. I don't think, well, I shouldn't put myself in their minds. I don't know. But one of my theories is that a lot of them, because I've seen other content creators that try and teach you how to get more subscribers and all of that, they don't care about their content that much. They honestly do not care. They care about what's trending. And whatever is trending, they start to opinionate about that thing that's trending. They also copy other people. So if what's trending is to hate Megan Sussex, then they're out there just to hate Megan Sussex because they know they're going to get the clicks. And they've proven that it is true. In less than a week or so, one of the accounts, 160,000 views. 160,000. Mind blowing to me. I get 500 views and I'm happy. When I reach 1,000, I'm like, yay! I celebrate. 160,000 views. I so there are people who do this who just do it for the monetary compensation because they know the algorithm will funnel people to their hate-filled commentaries. So Netflix, they want eyeballs watching the platform. So with the show, they already know ahead of time with all these people commenting and all these other stuff, they know according to whatever calculations they make, because it's not like they don't have a bunch of data. They have gazillion amount of data. They already know the type of people that will watch and enjoy, the type of people that will watch and hate. They know, they have the numbers. So I think before even this was out, Netflix approached Archwell again and said, "Hey, we think we're going to give you a second season because we think this is going to do well." So they're already filming second season, right? And I think with the numbers that we've seen already in the first season, it would not surprise me if there's already talks about a third season. It will not surprise me. And for that, I say hallelujah. That's right. Hallelujah. Okay, my friends, with this, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much. So episode 6 will be tomorrow. Later tonight, I mean, it depends on when you're watching this, but I will be doing a Sunday special presentation later, I say around maybe 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's Sunday, March the 9th. So I will have that up and ready to go at 10 p.m. For those who are, whether in Europe or in other parts of the world, I know the timing is kind of weird, but you can always watch it on replay. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you. And I love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for being positive. Okay. It's hard for me to let go. I'm known for that, by the way. I don't like letting people go. I was like, no, you can't go now. No, stay. Come on. One more. No, no, 10 more minutes. No, no, half an hour more. Why are you leaving? But it's time to let go. I'll see you folks later. Those that are able to join at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard tonight. Thank you. Mwah.
her all. Through every tear, through every fight, she finds her way back to the light. She's a whisper, she's a roar, she's the calm and she's the storm. Through the ages, through the pain, still she rises up again. Here's to the mothers, the daughters, the dreamers, the warriors, the healers, the silent believers. Every scar tells a story, every heart holds a flame. She is love, she is power, she will never be tamed. She's the voice that broke the silence wide, the hand that holds, the soul that guides. Through shattered chains and shattered glass, she builds a world that's made to last. She's a whisper, she's a roar, she's the calm and she's the storm. Through the ages, through the pain, still she rises up again. Here's to the mothers, the daughters, the dreamers, the warriors, the healers, the silent believers. Every scar tells a story, every heart holds a flame. She is love, she is power, she will never be tamed. For every time she was told to be less, she stood up stronger, refused to regress. For every name that tried to keep her down, she turned it into a battle crown. Here's to the mothers, the daughters, the dreamers, the warriors, the healers, the silent believers. Every scar tells a story, every heart holds a flame. She is love, she is power, she will never be tamed. She is endless, she is free.